Welcome back to episode 2. Today I thought we'd do something different than we normally do. Or, well, not really. But, I talk a lot about jerseys, and I unboxed a lot of jerseys, and I've gone through my jersey collection, for at least for football, before. But I figured as I'm growing my collection, I'd go through individual sports, and outside of football, it may shock you that soccer slash football is my second highest count of jersey. It is, let's see, one higher than basketball, one higher than hockey, right? Yeah, one higher than hockey, I think. I can't count. Three higher than hockey, two higher than basketball. My bad. I only have two baseball jerseys so far, so I am, of course, wearing my Rockets City Edition hat from a couple years ago. They had a huge comeback win tonight over the rival San Antonio Spurs, so go Rockets, no Spurs, no. Speaking of Spurs, let's get into my football shirt collection, should we? So, just to preface this, I am an Arsenal fan. My brother was an Arsenal fan, and that's really the first club I really followed. I am a Houston Dynamo fan. I am from Houston. I'm a big local club guy. You should support your local, but I'm not like you should only support your local. It's okay to have. With football, it's such, like, international football is such a separated sport where before this new Club World Cup tournament, really, like, these two teams would never interact in a point where, like, your fandom would be, like, at ends with each other. It would be like if you root for multiple NFL teams. I do. Or if you root for multiple MLB teams. I kind of do. It's complicated. But, like, there's not much conflict that happens when you root for multiple clubs in world football. Now, if you're rooting for multiple European clubs, it gets a little dicey, especially if they're both good. But regardless of all that, let's just get right into it. My first shirt, I'm going to go in order of England, MLS, Liga MX. Those are the three leagues I have. Forgot to mention the third club I support is Tigres. They are a Mexican club from Monterrey, and there were a lot of kids growing up in this area of Houston that wore Tigres shirts a lot, so I became a Tigres fan, and we just lost the grand finale to Toluca, and we've been struggling so far in the Apertura, or the Clausura, sorry. So let's start. The first shirt I just started collecting football shirts about a year ago. I get a lot of them at the Adidas outlet in Cyprus. I get some $50 jerseys, which is where I got this. My first shirt is last year, the 24-25 Arsenal away shirt. It is, of course, the Africa colors, the red and green. This pattern was always very interesting to me. They didn't have the home shirt, which is why I went with this. I know blue isn't one of our traditional colors, but I really did like the home shirt last year. And look, I like this year's home shirt, but it's not the same. Of course, Visit Rwanda on the sleeve because I don't know. That's a jersey I like that I own because I like Arsenal. Here's a jersey I'm not very proud that I own. So, as an Arsenal fan, I don't like Spurs. I don't like City. I don't like Chelsea. I don't like Liverpool. As a football fan, I don't like Manchester United. I don't like United one bit. This was my brother's, and my oldest brother got it for him when he did the Disney College program. At the England Pavilion, they used to sell United shirts. Now in Disney Springs at the Pele store, they do sell some football shirts, but they don't really have my clubs, except, I mean, they probably have Arsenal. For the most part, they don't really have my club, so I haven't found much there. But my brother was able to find this. It is the, I believe, 2016-17 shirt. It may be the 15-16 shirt. It is the home shirt from that year. It's Chevrolet sponsor. This would have been Ronaldo's era, I believe. One thing I do really like is down here in the bottom, it has that little pattern with some M's. I would have liked to see that repeated in the white cuffs on the sleeves, but it's not. They're just plain white. This shirt also doesn't fit very well, so I don't wear it. That's the other reason I don't wear it. But if I were to get rid of one of my shirts in my collection soon, in all honesty, it'll probably be this one. Look, it's a clean shirt. It's a good design. I don't like the club at all, and the shirt doesn't fit. But I will say it is a clean shirt. It's a good looking shirt. The next shirt's also one I'm not very proud that I own, and here we get into MLS. Now, let me preface this by saying it was practically free. My family did a cruise. A Royal Caribbean cruise, if you can't see where this is going. And for Christmas, I got a $50 gift card, and I was given a $50 credit on the cruise. That combines to $100. This was being sold for $100. And I've stated my issues with this guy owning MLS and club just submitting and bowing down to him. And this makes me part of the problem because I believe it is the 2022-23, if not 23-24, Inter Miami away shirt with Lionel Messi on the back. Look, I prefer Messi to Ronaldo, sure. I mean, I'm not thrilled to have this. I feel like I'm kind of obligated to as a football fan. There are shirts that as a football fan you need a Messi shirt in your collection. Whether it's from Barcelona or if you hate yourself, PSG. Or if it's Inter Miami, every football fan needs a Messi shirt. Unless you're a Ronaldo guy, then you need a Orange Ball and you need a Ronaldo shirt. I do really like the Freedom to Dream on the back. I do think that's a nice touch. One thing that some people don't like and actually do kind of like is the kit numbers for MLS. Oh no, I think it looks kind of neat. I decided in pink and black. I regret this. I should have gone with pink, but of course the black isn't bad. I believe this would be 23-24. I'm thinking because that's the Dynamo shirt I'm about to show to you. Wait, no. It's part of what I hate about MLS, and they're moving to a traditional calendar. It's a calendar is different. So this would have been the. When would they have worn this shirt? I'm struggling. Let's go with 2023. I believe that's when this shirt would have came out. The 2023 Inter Miami away shirt. Let's get into my next two. I forgot Adidas put some manufacturer dates. This is from 2024. This shirt was made in April of 2024. So, there you go. They wore it in the 2024 season. I believe the 2023 season as well. So that whole ordeal is done. But so far we've gone through my Arsenal away shirt, my United home shirt. Oh yeah, we can check the date. I am so sorry about all this. This was produced in October of 2015. So my guess would be the 2015-2016 season. Oh, that could be a hint that it was made really early and it was for the 16-17 season, but I believe it was the 15-16 season. This shirt, let's just get the date out of the way real quick, was made in July of, I'm just going to take the shirt off the hanger. July of 2023. There you go. And they wore this even through last season. So I believe they would have started wearing it in 2024, if not 23. I am awful with dates, but this was their Houston Dynamo away shirt. I believe it is getting replaced next month, so we might have to get a new one. It's the purple one. I know. MD Anderson Cancer Center. I really do love that badge in purple. I'd never wanted to go away from the orange, but I think it does look nice in purple. The shirt itself is very FedEx-y, and that's what you get with purple and orange. Of course, just have that little HOU on the jock tag. I think it's a nice little touch. This shirt, I mean, I'm a big purple guy, so I was excited, admittedly, when the shirt came out. It's not as good as I think it could be. I think it's a clean-looking shirt. I don't have any authentics yet. I'd love to add some to my collection. Maybe it's a Dynamo away shirt. I don't know yet. Another shirt I really want in my collection. We aren't done, but another shirt I really want in my collection is the Houston Dash away shirt. It's really clean. But we've got 2 more shirts to get through. I only have 6. This video is going to be 16 minutes. So I could tell you for sure this shirt released for the 2025 season and will be worn through the 2026 season. And that is, drumroll please, the Houston Dynamo home shirt. Yes, the 20th anniversary home shirt. They brought back the H-Town sky blue accents, the orange and white going back. They've tried in recent years to use black, and you see the badge is black, and I don't love that. I do love the Adidas is bigger. That's something I didn't like on the road shirt. Yeah, you got the blue going down from the bottom. It connects with the white shorts. I really do like the blue. I like when the Dynamo embrace orange and white. I think we're in a world where so many teams, not just football clubs, but basketball, football, baseball, especially in college, they all want blackouts, and it's, oh, look, even hockey, it's like, well, yeah, blackouts can look cool and all, but not every team needs to be black, not every team needs black in their color scheme. And I think that was because the Dynamo badge had black in it. It had a fair amount, but it was not the primary focus. The primary focus here is the black. And that's what I'm not very fond of. On the bottom, I think the jock tag and the anniversary logo, I think they handled a little better with the amount of black. Now look, it's still predominantly black, but you get the orange starburst from the original badge. 20 seasons, Hold It Down, Forever Houston, or is that Forever Orange? Sorry, yeah, Hold It Down, Forever Orange, Forever Houston. With a simplified HD badge on top. It's not customized, neither is the only customized shirt I have is my Messi shirt. Yeah, I really do like this look, and I've heard that Houston should get a throwback shirt that we saw some clubs get. Like, we saw some faux-backs recently with, like, Minnesota United. And I've heard rumors that this next launch should include Houston Dynamo. So I'm very excited about that. I really do miss that old badge. I think it looked really neat. So that's the last of MLS. And we'll go on to number 6 of 6. My last football shirt for now. And this is not the last shirt I want from this club. I think all their shirts this year outside of the home shirt are out of the park. A lot of people don't like this year's away shirt, but it's tacky, but I think that's what makes it work. My favorite Liga MX club, Tigres. I got to see Tigres in Houston. This is, of course, their shirt for the 2024-25 season. Sorry, they got a new shirt for this season. This was made in 2024. And it's just, it's classic Tigres. You get the blue bar across the front. Of course, the Cemex sponsor. I like the Adidas being in the middle. I don't love the extra ads, but that's Mexico. The Tigre logo is just phenomenal. On the sleeve, you got a couple of sponsors. You got Barrel and Telcel. The other one, you have Cheery. Or whatever. I don't even know how to pronounce it. I've been to Mexico once, guys. On the back, Tecate Ferme. But my favorite sponsor, and the only thing that's like pressed on and not embedded, is this HEB logo at the very bottom. And as a Texan, I love HEB. So, obviously, I love this shirt. I love the piping around the collar. If you've ever bought an MLS shirt, you will notice that between the authentic and the replica, they take out details. And I think that really sucks. They never do the stars on the badge. If you notice, like on my Dynamo shirt, the real shirt has a white bit in the middle of the collar. The replica doesn't have that because they want the extra money. But that concludes my shirt collection. The hat choice today, I already went over, is the Rockets. Arsenal hoodie. Arsenal FC. We should be able to win the league this year. I will cry if we bottle. But that's all I really got for you. 16 minutes, like I said. Like, subscribe, comment, share. Bye-bye now.